What's going on, VK family? It's your boy Vital coming at you with yet another YouTube video. Today, a little bit different, right? I don't have a sneaker to review for you guys, but instead we are going to talk about my top 10 choices of sneaker releases for this year, all right? We're going to start at number 10, and number 1 is going to be my sneaker of the year. As a matter of fact, take a moment right now and comment your choice for sneaker of the year. Maybe we agree at the end, right? But I think this has been a great year for sneakers. Lots of new retros coming out that we needed to get again, right? Or maybe the reimagined version of them that we needed to touch once more. Lots of new collaborations, new colorways that were just really interesting to us. So I think there's plenty to talk about, right? But as we go through this video, I definitely want to hear your opinion as well. So be sure to comment what you think on my choices, right? But on top of just Jordans and Yeezys being a super interesting year, especially for Yeezys, right? It's also been a great year for us as a business, right? You guys have been watching us for 1 year now. Me and Mr. IH Productions behind the camera, we actually started on YouTube January of 2022. So this video is a big benchmark for us in terms of just wrapping it up, right? Also for Vital Kicks, it's been a fantastic year as well. As a matter of fact, to end off the year, be sure to tap in with us on our website, vitalkicks.shop. That's also on my Instagram bio. So just another way to engage with the community and make your shopping experience a little bit easier. So definitely check us out. But that being said, we know what you guys came for. So we are going to start with number 10 and end off with my choice of sneaker of the year. All right, let's get it. Coming in at number 10 for Vital's top picks of 2022 is going to be the Canyon Purple 4s. And now some of you guys are probably like, what? How is that on your top 10, right? They're definitely not doing well on the resale market, which says a lot about the demand. But I think that has to do with, one, the many stories about them coming moldy and having quality control issues. But two, that they're woman sizing, that we know usually doesn't do that well on the resale market. But let's take the sneaker for what it is, right? I mean, one, it's a Jordan 4, which we know Jordan heads go crazy over. But two, this material is absolutely insane. I mean, just seeing this long-haired suede in hand, we don't see this often on Jordan, so I think it's just so unique, and it really draws the eye. Lastly, the colorway is unbeatable, right? What Jordan 4 purple Jordan 4 have you seen, especially in contrast with this jade green? The color combination is just so unique. This definitely has to be in my list of 2022 top 10. All right, so I hope that didn't scare too many people off already, but coming in at my number 9 is going to be something a little bit more controversial. The French Blue 13s that released this year as well. Now, these are not an OG colorway. This is something new, right? But French Blue is something that Jordan Brand has used over and over. But when they put it on the 13s, I just thought it was unbeatable. As you can see, I've worn them quite a few times, all creased up and whatnot. But just the gray toe. That's really one of the biggest things for me. With all these white touches and the French Blue, of course, that gray toe being that contrast just really makes this sneaker pop. And 13s are just one of the most comfortable silhouettes in my opinion. But just the way they block this sneaker when you put on a nice pair of denim, it just goes crazy. So I think this goes for my number 9 just for being so simplistic, but being able to really pop when it comes to a general release. So the French Blue 13s are definitely up there. Moving right along, coming in at number 8 is going to be the only pair of Yeezy 350s on here. Actually, the only pair of Yeezys, right? As you guys can see, I'm way more of a retro Jordan head, but Yeezys do have their place in my heart as being that super comfortable sneaker. And given the politics and drama of this year, we're not going to see Yeezy anymore in 2023, right? So it definitely needs to be mentioned at least. But that being said, this one stuck out to me most out of any other Yeezys that I've dropped, and it's going to be the Faded Salt, right? And now you guys are probably like, what? He didn't choose the Belugas or one of the more original colorways that came out. Well, I just think these are so unique that it needed to be on my list, right? They're comfortable. They pop, as you guys can see with this color. Not really sure why they call them the Faded Salt, but nonetheless, definitely attractive colorway with that solid black stripe to just really make the rest of the sneaker pop, all right? So these come in at a strong number 8. Coming in at number 7 is going to be our first pair with a special box. And just in general, I think anytime Adidas or Nike gives us something different, right? Some extra accessories or a box to match the sneaker, I think it automatically becomes a candidate for this list, right? The premium is steadily going up, right? The retail prices are going up. So why not give us more? Once we see that, it just gets us so much more invested, right? So that being said, at number 7 is going to be a Union collaboration, as you guys can see. And of course, it is going to be the Passport or the Argon Dunks. Now, I do want to be transparent. There were quite a few colorways that came out with the Union collaboration on these Dunks, but this is going to be my favorite one. Even though I think they're all candidates for this list, just the combination of blues and orange just goes crazy in almost every season, right? With the transparent blue bottoms as well, I think is really, really cool. And the materials on this pair are different from any other Dunk, which is a huge reason why these really stick out to me, right? But on top of that, again, really custom box. We got our custom papers and a custom hang tag, which is in one of these boxes, so I'm not going to show you guys, but these are strong number 7. And let's not forget, right? 2022 Union wasn't that hype, but the year before that, Union was it. You know what I'm saying? So let's not forget the history of that. These are definitely up there for that reason as well. All right, so coming in at number 6 is going to be our first retro OG, and that is going to be the 2022 Playoff 12s. Now, the last time we got this was 2012, 10 years ago, right? So when this came out again, most sneakerheads needed to have it. This is probably one of the most historic sneakers, and like I said before, I'm a huge retro head, so if Jordan has wore it before, it is a must cop, and I know the community feels the same way. So this was no different. Every single time this pair drops, it is a must cop, right? But again, the quality on it is very impressive, but the colorway is what really does it. Mostly black and white, going with every fit you could possibly have until the next time they retro, maybe 10 or 15 years from now, right? So these are a strong number 6. Let's see what other retros we have on this list as well. We are halfway through our list, and before we get to our top 5, take a moment to just think about everything we spoke about. If you agree or disagree with any one of those options, be sure to hit them in the comments below, and we'll be sure to respond. Coming in at number 5 on Vital's list is going to be our second retro OG, and that is going to be the Fire Red 3s of 2022. Now, similar to the last pick, they made us wait quite some time for this. I think the last time they released was 2013, and for me especially, I talked about it on the review, these are very nostalgic for me because I owned them back in 2013 when I was just 17 years old, right? So seeing it again as an adult, seeing this amazing quality, a black, red, and white Jordan 3, which was also Jordan's favorite silhouette, just in case you didn't know that, is just a must cop all around, and I know many of us in the community feel the same way. And of course, this time on the Fire Red 3s, we got that Nike Air, but they spoiled us and gave us an orange hang tag, and started giving us these retro cards, right? So just really throwing us back to that nostalgic time. So that being said, these are definitely on the top 5 of 2022. All right, we're getting down to the crunch time. We are getting to the top 4. So this one I know is going to be really controversial. When I was planning out this list, I was like, the most comments are probably going to be about number 4. So that being said, number 4 is going to be, if you can't tell already, another special box pair. Does this kind of give it away? It is going to be the AMA 2s that came out, I believe, April of this year. Now, these are super slept on, and the resale market will really show that. But I mean, is it not self-explanatory why it is on this list? I mean, on top of it being a dope collaboration, coming with a unique box with all these special accessories and special tags and whatnot. Let's not forget the box sleeve, whatever they like to call it, but the quality on this pair is absolutely amazing. Now, we know this year compared to previous years, Jordan Brand has been pushing 2s a lot more, and it was just cool to see AMA come in and do a collaboration on this silhouette, right? Very simplistic, but the hits of color is enough to make it unique. But the biggest thing with any one of these AMA collaborations, again, is that quality. I'm seeing snake skins, I'm seeing cracked leather, I'm seeing a very premium sock liner. I think these are just unbeatable. And again, mostly white and black, really neutral tones. Definitely can kill it with the fits, right? So these come in as a sleeper on number 4 of my list. All right, so getting into our top 3, you guys probably have an idea of what they are already because they are the most high demand, the most hyped, the most limited, and the highest on the resale market, right? And not having seen any of those in the past 7 options, you're probably getting a pretty good idea of what they may be. But that being said, I tend to agree, right? Just because the hype is there doesn't mean it's not worth the hype. So that being said, number 3 is going to be, of course, the Cherry Jordan 11s. Sorry, the box was upside down, but honestly, the box is nothing to write home about, right? This actually has gone down over the years. So we used to get all these premium boxes and insoles for the 11s, but now all we get is a sneaker. So let's talk about it. we only get a few of these a year, right? So anytime we get a Jordan 11, it's gonna automatically be on this top 10 list. But on top of that, you're retroing something that we only have ever got in Lowe's, but in a high top version, on Christmas season with Christmas colors, icy blue bottoms, a super clean silhouette. Unbeatable, right? So these are definitely up there and have earned their place in number 3. All right, and you guys probably guessed this for our top 2 options, but number 2 is going to be the lost and found Jordan 1s. And you guys are probably flipping out right now. What? They're not number 1? These are definitely sneaker of the year. And to be honest, there's a little bit of a reason why. Now, these are definitely up there, right? And if it wasn't for my number 1 choice, these would have been number 1. But I think there's just so much history and hype behind this that every time a Chicago 1 drops, people are gonna go crazy regardless of what it comes with, regardless of how it really looks or extra touches like that, right? So I think these are number 2 for that reason, just because it's too obvious of a choice. But that being said, they definitely did the lost and found ones amazing justice, right? You got a discolored tongue, discolored sole, the cracked leathers. It came with 2 pairs of laces, both black and white, and of course all the extra accessories such as your aged box, the newspaper about when he got banned for wearing these, and then of course that yellow receipt as well. So the amount of thought, care, and love that they put into this sneaker and its story just makes it everybody's top 2 or 1. And tell me if I'm wrong, right? If you completely disagree and you think these are trash, let us know. But I think most people in the community are going to say these will at least be in their top 2. All right, VK family, so we are getting to the moment of truth with number 1 on this list, or what I believe to be sneaker of the year of 2022. Now, before I share it, remember it is just my opinion, but hear me out, right? There's so many different details that I want to talk about on this sneaker that really stick out from the rest of them, right? That released this year. Even if I don't believe it's the most visually attractive out of all the ones on the list, there is definitely valid reasons why it is sitting on that top notch on my list. All right, so make sure you comment as I go through it, whether you agree, disagree, or surprised, or whatever it may be. All right, so do your drum rolls or wherever you're at home right now. But number 1 on Vital's list of 2022 and sneaker of the year is going to be the AMA or Ama Manire 4s that released this year as well. And excuse me if I'm saying it wrong, but let's go over some of the details of why this is my top pick, right? Looking at the sneakers, first, a dope collaboration, right? Both Ama Manire and Jordan Brand put so much love into this, especially into the quality and materials. You got your premium sock liner, your premium insole, your really nice short-haired suede, and lots of AMA logos such as right there and on the tongue, right? All these unique touches and different points of love that they put on the sneaker are just absolutely amazing. But on top of all that, the Nike Air on the back, right? That's something we don't see a lot on collaborations or new colorways, but they made sure to do that just to give this a little bit of historic feel as well. So in general, the quality on the sneakers definitely put it up there. The unique look and colorway definitely put it up there. But as I mentioned before, all the accessories that they bring with it that match the sneaker and just make me feel better as a buyer for this premium price tag definitely does it for me as well. All right, so the AMA 4s are going to come in at number 1 as Vital's best pick and sneaker of the year for 2022. And so that is it, VK family, for my top 10 choices of 2022, and of course my choice for sneaker of the year. I'm really looking forward to interacting with you guys in the comments to see if you agree with everything I've said, maybe switch up the order a little bit, or if you think I shouldn't do this anymore. And I'm really hoping it's not the latter. But that being said, I appreciate you guys for tuning in and just hearing us out, not only for today, but all of 2022, right? Just know that in 2023, we're going to continue to do this. We're going to continue to blow up. And we already have a few early reviews up, right? So know that this is the channel to do that and engage and just see everything even before it comes out, right? Be sure to engage with us on Instagram as well, like I said earlier, to see what we do for the lovely city of Chicago, or to just check out our new website that we just dropped, right? So I appreciate you guys, and as always, till next time, VK family, I'll see you next year.